Hello everyone and welcome. How are you doing tonight? How is everyone's night going so far? Got kind of an impromptu live stream we'll be doing tonight. Gonna be doing some iRacing, which I have not done in quite a while. First we'll get some shoutouts in. What Incarnation, Zaire Bear, Prince John, DTCS Racing Network, Mario, Jimenez Perez, Goki, Need for Speed, William Crosslin, how are you all doing? Got cats freaking out in the other room. I was wondering what that noise was. Alright, so yeah, it's been probably at least a month or so, if not more, since my last iRacing stream. This is the only time I ever really do iRacing is late at night, so I figured I want to stream more. Figure someone will want to watch, not as many people as my normal streams when I have them scheduled in the middle of the day, but there might be people in Europe or on the other side of the globe right now where it's the middle of the day for them if they might want to watch some live streams of me racing. So nothing is going on yet since we just started this half-hour segment, so we're just going to mess around at one of the two tracks that I bought the other day. I had been using iRacing on and off for nearly 2 years. I finally made my first non-subscription purchases. I bought Road America, the Milwaukee Mile, and then one of the Le Mans cars. I forgot what they're called. God damn it! Why can I not think of what they're called? The prototypes. We're gonna close just the Windows Media Player thing. Where is my iRacing window? Here. There we go. Alex Niemtu, yeah, exactly. It's 9 a.m. over there, so it's the middle of the night here, but we got people other parts of the world just getting their day started. Getting my wallet out of my back pocket. There we go. Don't have a big lump in my right butt cheek now. Alright, it's 1:07. We got about 15 or so minutes to mess around here before we'll go find a race to do at 1:30. So yeah, Road America. One of my first non-subscription purchases with iRacing. We're using the DW12 Indy cars. These things have hella downforce, so they can go full throttle around the circuit for a lot of it. Just gonna do some hot laps at Road America while we're waiting for the bottom of the hour. Whoa. A little late with the braking. No damage. Right out through turn 6. Turn 7. Turn 8. Whoa. That was good. Too fast into that turn. Alright, then here's the carousel. Off to the right here is the camping area. I believe that's where me and hopefully 2 other friends will be staying for the weekend for the NASCAR Xfinity races next year. Wow, I usually mess up at Canada corner. I'm surprised I didn't spin right there. Billy Mitchell bend. Alright, if people have to get up for work or school, do not be staying up for this. Go to sleep, Tropical, if you gotta get up for work. How's it going, by the way? Did you buy that Jamie McMurray sheet metal yet? That was actually a decent chunk. I was, usually those sheet metal pieces are like maybe a couple inches, but that was actually a decent hunk of the side. That was like the entire McDonald's logo. That was a decent chunk off the left door, it looked like. Of the Daytona 500 from Jamie McMurray's car. Never know if I should go in second or first for that turn. There we go. Going through the kink full throttle. It's like America's Eau Rouge. However the hell that's pronounced at Spa. That famous turn. Radillion. Whoa. Holy crap, we landed that. Keep it going. How does it not say that we have to fix the car yet? Is it allowing me to continue driving with this damage? That's crazy. This thing is still going with that level of damage. It's a lot harder to control. Yeah, it's not saying I need to pit. We gotta fix that damage. So it must mean that it's not terminal. So I remember I kept, anytime I try looking up, I still need a 2009 Carl Edwards Claritin diecast, the car tomorrow. Anytime I try looking on that on eBay or Amazon, the only thing that ever comes up is a little sheet metal from his Claritin car from the 2008 Martinsville race. And those chunks of sheet metal were just like a couple inches, just like a couple letters from like the contingencies. But yeah, the Jamie McMurray piece of sheet metal from the Daytona race is actually decently sized. It was like all the McDonald's logo is like a decent chunk of the left door. And let's finish off what we started at Canada Corner. Whoa, we are stuck in the catch fence. Let's go back to when we rolled over after we watched this wreck. Let's look at our left front tire. It's gonna look funny. Oh, there's a camera shot. Jeez. Cheese and crackers. Alright, let's see that big flip I had in Canada Corner on the last lap. That was awesome. And let's keep driving. The left tire is just a little bent up, but no big deal. This deserves a few more views. I did that last downshift too late. Look how crunched up this part of the wing is. I landed that more smoothly than Crafton. Crafton came down on top of someone else. The start of my flip was a lot more violent than Crafton's, but my landing was softer. I'm gonna save that probably just for a future comp. Save this whole replay. Alright, let's go to the Milwaukee Mile next. Let's do a little bit more messing around before we get started with a race that we choose at the bottom of the hour. I'll switch back here. Let's go to the Milwaukee Mile. I'm so glad they have this track in this game. So glad they have this track in this game. I think it's circa like 2008 or 9. Because the track now has blue walls, but there's white walls in this game, so I think they made the paint job, made them blue sometime around 2012 or 13. Let's get to the actual iRacing window. There we go. Failed Tech. That's right, we gotta go in here. Phoenix is a similar track, kind of flat, about a mile long, so I just use the Phoenix setup. I eventually want to race some cars here someday. You will see a video someday of me racing. Every now and then I see some deals. Drive a Formula 1 car 10 laps for $9.99 or $99.99. $9.99. That'd be amazing. The Milwaukee Mile. It's basically the exact size, shape, length, configuration as New Hampshire, except about 80 years older with way more history. Or 70 years older. God, I love this track in this game, especially with this car. It's a shame they never got to race the DW12s here. The DW12 came to be literally the year after they stopped racing at the mile. Shoot. So much grip. So much grip. And we're doing a mile in 22 seconds. It's crazy. Whoa. Ah! There's the damage. Finish it off. Boom. I think I just lost my right front tire completely. If you look closely off to the right side beyond that little fence there, you'll see a pale dummy flying around a drone, aka me. I still need to post that. I think I posted it a couple clips from my drone footage I have of the mile back on Twitter like a year or so ago. No one seemed interested. Yeah, my wheel's like gone. Ouch. Let's see what happened to that wheel. There it is. Kept skipping rear chase. Yeah, it is just gone. Sweet. Where'd it go? That's the question. Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to go back into this screen. We're going to pick which race I want to do. Apparently everyone's only doing Pickup Cup at Phoenix. Which I guess I'll have to try that. I haven't done this in a while. I always lose control like so much after like 10 laps. Knock it off, dummy. Hold on. Alright, so we're going to join into this race. And I actually meant to before the stream started. But I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick and then we will get started with practice for this race. Very informal stream of mine when I'm already taking a leak 20 minutes in. Go back to this window. There we go. I just have to race like this so I have access to all my tabs on the right side. Alright, I will be back in about like 2 minutes, guys. Alright, I'm back. I had to stop one of my cats from messing around with a box, so I had to move the box. Cat owner problems. Hey! God, you guys are just messing with everything. Of course, it's 1:30 a.m., so you guys are gonna hear my cats freaking around, running around in the background. Alright, so I usually suck with the trucks at Phoenix. But since they're racing there this week, I guess we should at least try, shouldn't we? Yep. That's always what happens when I try racing the trucks at Phoenix. Are you kidding me? Watch out, Christopher. There we go. This is why I don't race the trucks at Phoenix. I just need to be really cautious till the tires warm up. Shoot. I'm like scared to get in the gas since it keeps spinning out. So with the new reconfiguration of ISM, the start-finish line will actually be right where I just passed by. On the back, the former back straight. Right before that little bend. Thank you for appreciating the Haveline scheme, William. Took me to like being a 1.5 year member of iRacing until I discovered that trading paints software / website. That's how I get most of mine from there. Second fastest time with that lap. Yeah, I think I just need to wait for the tires to warm up. Is the key. Bed Intruder song. One of the classics of YouTube. Whoa. One of the YouTube anthems. Let's do this. Yeah, this is the only time I ever really do iRacing. I haven't done iRacing in a while. I just signed up for another 3 months a few days ago, so I figured, what the hell. Let's do an iRacing video, late night live stream. Gotta adjust my chair a little bit. My squeaky ass Walmart desk chair. Need a WD-40 the whole thing. Just dip it in a vat of WD-40. That should do the trick. I at least want to finish this race. Maybe get like a top 3, since there's only like not that many people, it looks like. A little loosey-goosey. Not quite as bad as when I first started, because I'm expecting it. Sim pit. Am I racing with a fellow YouTuber? Or is this just a scheme? This isn't, what's his name, is it? Who's the guy that does this? Sean. Forgot his last name. See you later, Tropical. Have a good night. My voice is soothing, apparently. Maybe I should get into ASMR. Maybe I'm in the wrong field of YouTube. Maybe I should start doing racing ASMR videos. It'd be weird. I'll try not to rage if I know someone's trying to sleep to this audio. Qualifying last, probably. Third at the moment. Good evening, Brendan the Gent. How are you doing? Qualified in third out of a really short, small field. Actually, no, there's like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's technically 14 in this server, whatever you want to call it. Gotta wait another 2.5 minutes until the start of the race. I haven't raced the trucks at Phoenix in forever. I just know that when the tires are cold, it starts out really loose coming out of the turns. And when you're about 15 or more laps or so in to a run, once the tire wear starts to get a little in, then starts to get really loose as well. So I just got to be careful for that. Got to watch out for any crazy drivers, just as long as I finish with a decent finish. That's funny. Who moved to the turn 2 wall in about a foot? I'm only like 1.5 tenths of a second behind the leaders starting time, and there's a decent gap between me and 4th place, so as long as we don't do anything stupid, we should come out of this race with at least 3rd, hopefully. You never know, maybe if Ronnie and Carey, since they got close lap times, maybe they'll wreck each other battling for the lead. Maybe I'll be able to squeak through. Is this a 25 lap race? Yes, it is. And yeah, if there's anyone that isn't aware, I mean, since I don't do too much iRacing, I'm still at rookie level for both the road course licenses, the Rallycross or Global Rallycross, whatever it's called now, and the road course, and then I am at D license for both dirt oval and oval. Soundhead Entertainment, Ed Soundhead, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Soundhead's actually chatting as his regular channel instead of Ed Soundhead. NR 2003 ASMR. I might have to do that. Weirdly enough, Tropical Cyclone isn't the first one that's told me I have a soothing voice. As long as I'm not raging, I guess I have a calming voice. And right now I'm congested as hell, so this isn't a good sample of what I'm capable of. Me and Soundhead and Seed Games and IDK are gonna dominate the Pro Series this year. They're sleeping on us, but how can they sleep on Powerhouse Motorsports? Got the word powerhouse right in the name. I was always wondering that, Soundhead, do you have like your main Soundhead Productions channel that you just have all your videos, and then do you do all your interacting and chatting and commenting with your other channel? Is that how you have that set up? I'm just curious. Alright, is everyone... Alright, we're going green already. Everyone spawned in. Don't have to wait the whole 2 minutes. Alright, this is gonna be a poop show. I suck at these Phoenix races. And yeah, with the new configuration of ISM, for those of you that played Heat 3, you've got to take a look at it. The new start-finish line is... Whoa, what are you doing? Ronnie. Trying to rear-end me. What's this guy doing? Can he just go a pace? Steady pace? This guy in front of me seems like he's slamming on the brakes an awful lot. So that way, if you ever accidentally comment anything racy, it can't be traced back to your original channel. A24 rocks, holy frickin' crap, with an amazing super chat. I will scroll back and read it after the race. I am busy right now, but I at least saw the channel. Holy crap, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, buddy. I've seen you before. I've seen you on other channels, live streams. I truly appreciate the support, bud. Hope I make this race a little bit entertaining. Try not to crash out by looking at the chat. See, I'll get to all the chat once this race is officially done, but I can't look at it right now. We got a good start. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. A24 rocks. I'll try to give you at least 4 more thank yous for that super chat. Need to get rid of Christopher. I at least want top 3. I don't think I'm gonna win. I just want us to get at least a for sure top 3. And I know Christopher is gonna be working on me for most of this race. It's the advantage being the car in the back. You can kind of, instead of worrying about the control of the car, you can be using the car in front of you, or in this case, the truck in front of you, as a way to judge the corner and what the truck will and won't be able to handle. And you can just slightly outbrake them. You can just get into the gas just slightly before them coming out of the turn. So there's an advantage to being in the back. And meanwhile, just like I predicted, looks like first and second are going to be battling for the lead, while I'm just lurking right behind both of them. But around 10, 15 laps in, the truck's going to start to get a lot more loose, so we are going to have to keep that in mind. Whoa, he got way loose. They're already getting loose. You can see him sliding around in the rear view mirror, so that means I got to be careful. I don't want to get in the gas too early or too aggressively and spin out and ruin my track position. So nice and smooth in the turning and back on the throttle. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Pickup Cup counts for your I rating and your overall license points, so I'm not too concerned about that, but still want to get a win, still want an exciting race, and to feel the thrill of victory. Oh, this guy is getting kind of loose. Yep, so am I. Shoot. Darn it. So much for the thrill of victory. See if I can get the thrill of a top 5. Ah, darn it. Alright, well that went downhill quickly. At least I didn't hit anything. It's not an official race, so shouldn't be worried about incident points, but still, that's upsetting. Alright, let's just be smart, work our way back towards the front. God darn it, that was upsetting. Alright, that guy just did almost what I just did, so there's one position back. See if we can get a top 5 without touching a single thing or the wall once. That'll at least be a moral victory. To finish in the top half of the field without any imaginary incident points. One slow up there. Oh no, that's a lap car. Never mind. God, I got excited when I saw him wiggling, and then I wiggled, and that's what sent me spinning. I had first place for like a moment almost. Almost a moment. Maybe more cars will wreck. That's all I can hope for. Like that guy. As long as he doesn't come back up the track, hold your brakes. Alright, good. That was a lap car, good. I didn't want to have to deal with him. God darn it. This is why I don't like Phoenix with the trucks. Because your truck is just so hard to handle once you're like 10 laps in. Oh, so much for not hitting anything. How did I hit something that slow? We're going to be racing for 7th place right here. At least. Alright, everyone else looks like they're starting to have trouble controlling their trucks too, so it's not just me. Yeah, what the hell? How I was not doing anything aggressively. It is just impossible to handle this car once you're like 10 laps in. Truck. Shoot, now we got the leader coming. I'm accidentally take him out. I'm impeding. I'm just trying to stay high so I can be out of the way of the lead lap trucks. I'm just trying to finish respectably at this point. I've given up all hopes of a decent finish. All hope is lost. I'm waving the white flag. Not the one I want to see, but the surrendering one. A24 rocks turn brake bias forward. I might have to take that advice. I do not know anything when it comes to setup. So, whoa, that guy just spun in front of third. It looked like third was able to avoid him, so all is well. He didn't take out any of the lap cars, or the lead lap cars, but it looked like he was close to doing so. Yeah, I haven't raced the trucks at Phoenix in forever. I always sucked when I did, so this is about how I expected this race to go. You can see P2, second place up there, wiggling, coming out of 4. So it's not just me, everyone else is having problems. Yep, you can tell how loose everyone else is. Maybe a couple guys will wreck each other. There'll be a big pile up so I can get a few more spots and get up back into at least the top 5, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot that's gonna have to go my way for that to happen. At the very least, though, at least I'm getting a front row view for the battle for the lead right here. Coming to like 5 laps to go. 5 or 6. I don't know if it's the brake bias, because I'm not really spinning out going into the turns when I'm braking. It's kind of when I'm coming out of the turns is when the truck wants to start spinning. It's very loose once the tire wear takes effect at the exit of the turn, so I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure brake bias is obviously something to do with the brake, so I'm not sure if that'll apply when I'm coming out of the turns when I'm not in the brakes at all. 10th place guy just keeps Going slow and wrecking. He's getting right in the way of P2. Ah! Alright, that was all me. I'll slow and let third place go by. Do not take out third place. You guys, alright, good. I don't even care if that guy would take me out at this point. I just don't want him taking out any of the lead lap cars, trucks, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let that guy go. I'm just letting all the lead lap trucks go by. Just so they don't have to worry about a stupid lap car in front of them. I realize I'm that stupid lapped car right now, so having that self-awareness, realizing that, I'm just going to get out of the way. Just hope for whatever position I can get, and let the lead lap trucks duke it out, and maybe they'll wreck each other and I can get a decent finish. And at the very least, I'll be that truck that sucked that at least raced cleanly and respectably. Speaking of which, so I think I saw one guy wrecked in the pit, so maybe we'll have 6th position coming around this time by, or next time by. Alright, 1 lap to go. Yeah, we got 6th. Darn it, we're just going to come up 1 position short of a top 5. Even after our spins, both of them. Alright, after this race, I got to go back quickly and read all of A24 Rock's super chat he sent. So I saw the super chat, I just couldn't quite read it all before the race got started. Yeah, darn it, I got 6th place. I don't like 6, I would have liked that to be a 5. Alright, so we're going to exit out. See what other races are going on right now at the top of the hour. I'm just going to save this replay quickly. Oops, not controls. I'm going to quit. Always love to see you streaming, especially when it's iRacing. Alright. Well, knowing that A24 Rocks likes it, I think I'm going to be doing more iRacing in the future. I suppose I should just anyway, since I paid for 3-month subscription, and I haven't really... That was like a week ago, and I haven't really played it up till today. Alright, excuse me. Find official races. Can't be too happy with a P6 when there's like 11 people racing, but I'm not that upset. Alright. Ugh. Darn it. I like Lime Rock. But I also like Charlotte. Alright, we're going to do the street stocks at Charlotte. I haven't done these in forever, but a little bit easier to do when you haven't come back in a while than a road course. I know I need to work on my road course license more than I need my oval, but we'll try street stocks at Charlotte. Pray for me. Gonna be doing a rookie race with the street stocks. Pray for my soul. Oops, there we go. I meant to switch into window mode while I was scrolling through the races, but I think I was still in the iRacing window mode. Then I switched back, and now I switch back. Are we good now? No, shoot. Wrong one. Come on. There we go. Canon at Chicagoland this week. So terrible to race. Car's incredibly tight, has low horsepower. So it's a bunch of really slow cars that can't turn very well. We got 8 people registered in this race, but only one's practicing right now. It's this little, yeah, their top speed gets around 146, 147. Alright, if you're on iRacing, come race with me if you happen to be watching this right now. Because anyone that has a basic iRacing subscription can be joined in this race. Should all be on the same server since there aren't a bunch of people right now. And just the free rookie street stocks and the free Charlotte Motor Speedway, so you don't need to buy anything extra. If you've got a basic iRacing subscription and you're in the rookie class, come race with me at Charlotte. And I'm kind of like the Kyle Larson of these street stocks. I kind of like running the high line early on if I can, especially if there's a bunch of people fighting me for the inside line. I'm comfortable in the outside line. I'm able to keep pace. And when running the outer line, you're able to... Whoops, shoot. You're able to save your tires way better than you could running the bottom the entire race. So then when it comes to the end of the race, you have more grip in your tires, so you can make some aggressive moves and try to make some overtakes in the closing laps for the win. So like the first 20 laps or so, or 15, if I have a choice about it, I'm going to try to stay up in the outer line. Just kind of... Sorry I'm so silent, I was just paying attention to the speeds while I'm taking those turns. Just paying attention to my speedometer while I'm taking the turns at various angles. Shoot! It slowed me down. So drafting is key in this. Even though the cars aren't going that fast, the drafting is key, so unless you're a terrible racer and are just way out of the line and swerving all over the place, you should be able to stay within a pack of sorts with the leaders. And you gotta time being smart at the end of the race. That's what happens. Get off the apron. That's what happens when you try glancing down at the chat. Do not chat and drive, children. And into the qualifying session we go. Yeah, the subscription price, it's annoying. I've had my gripes about it in the past. However, this is one of the only sims out there to laser scan all their tracks, all their cars and engines and everything are all officially licensed, so they're as accurate and as realistic as possible. So after a lot of convincing, I get the subscription cost. It's understandable. Just annoying for poor folks like myself that want to have some realistic sim racing experiences. Oh God, I'm so congested right now. I know I'm usually sort of nasally, but never this nasally. I need to pony up and get into Wreckfest. That looks like the modern day Flat Out. And Flat Out 1 and 2 were two of my favorite childhood games. I wish I could get a PS2 ISO for the emulator. That would work well. I have a physical copy, but I have no means of recording it. Because stupid Sony and their stupid policy to never have any backwards compatibility. You know what's more awesome than having to rebuy all your favorite games? Having a system that can actually play the older ones in addition to the ones it's made for. Remember when PS2 could also play PS1 games? What a concept. You know what's cooler than Sony making those little mini PlayStations that you can just plug right in your TV and play like 12 classic preloaded games? Having backwards compatibility. If you guys had backwards compatibility, I could put my PS2 version of Flat Out into my PS3 or PS4, play through there, and then run it through my capture card, and boom! I won't have to download an ISO. By the way, for those of you wondering, I only ever download ISOs for games I either own or have owned, so I don't believe in illegal downloading. It's against my religion. Wreckfest, one of the best games out there right now. It looks like it. And one of the most popular, too. You're getting hella views on all your Wreckfest videos. Alright, let's warm up the tires. Alright, I do not know any secrets or techniques to qualify into the street stocks at Charlotte, so I'm just going for it. Whoa, that's not what you want. They really have that in... They really have that in qualifying? I thought you could just go right up to the top. That's stupid. An ISO is basically a digital file of a disk. It's what emulators run on, or it's what you run on emulators, I mean. An emulator is a software that's meant to recreate a console. Then you download ISOs. Trying to be as smooth as possible, stay in the rubber. Try not to go down below 136 in the turns. It's not going to be the greatest time, but as long as I'm somewhere in the middle of the field, I'll be happy. ATV Unleashed. That's another one I played a lot. I had ATV Unleashed 2, I think. I'm not sure the name, but I'd be able to recognize it by the cover. Yeah, PCSX2 is one of my favorites, and now that I got a decent video card that's able to run it with anywhere from 4 to 8 times the native resolution, even when I'm recording and streaming. Very nice. There's a decade-old reference that probably only half of you will get. The Richard Petty driving experience. They got, it's either the Rusty Wallace or Kenny Wallace experience at the Milwaukee Mile, where you can race a stock car, various versions of late models, and then they got the, forgot who does it, but it's the open wheel version of like the racing experience at the mile. You guys should watch this video a zillion times and share my videos zillions of times so I can afford to go to one of those eventually. Oh, God. So much sinus pressure. Just Sunday morning, I woke up out of nowhere just congested as hell. Alright, we're starting 6th. Got a decent qualifying time for the leader, under 37.2. The Kenny Wallace driving experience is you get to drive inadequate equipment while he screams in your ear the whole time and talks about how bad IndyCar is. That's the Kenny Wallace driving experience. Alright, I gotta go get something before this race starts. I will be right back. Grab a Gatorade. Alright, let's do this. Oh, sorry guys, I was the last one to spawn. They were waiting on me. Did Brendan get to do the Daytona racing experience? That was freaking awesome. I'm assuming you posted a video about that. I gotta go check your channel shortly after this is done and check that out. I wish I could watch all my subscribers, or the people I'm subscribed to's videos, all of them, 100%, but I'm also subscribed to like 100-some people, so that would take a while. See, Brendan's got some cool videos of the DEI headquarters walkthrough and other things of that sort. Pretty neat stuff. Alright, let's try, see what we can get done here. I actually kind of like that we're starting on the outside, then I can do my Kyle Larson plan that I was telling you guys. I'm good in the outside line at these races. I can keep up with. Well, that guy majorly jumped the line. We're just going to make this overtake since we have the momentum. That guy did not get going. This is not the most well-timed start on any of our parts. I probably was lollygagging a little bit too. But we are going to stay up in the outside line. And save our tires. Oh, they almost wrecked behind me. Don't you hit me. Number 6 car almost got up into me. Alright, I barely tapped the 14 and then backed off, and then I backed off too much because the 6 almost got into me. So instead of... Whoa, we got 3 wide behind me. I caused a bottle up behind me. Don't spin me, you bastard. I gave you the inside. I was drifting up. Take the inside, I want the outside, that's fine. I will give you the inside uncontested. But we have to back off the gas right there. Lest we not hit the 14, they're going to take each other out. I did not trust the number 11. Give him a shot. Whoa. That's what I didn't want. Guys, better not wreck me. I'm giving you the inside. I'm giving you the inside. You better not take me out. Pick a line, number 11. Seemed like he wanted the inside, but then I started to pass him on the outside and he started to drift up. I like the outside line, these street stock races. As long as no one wrecks me. Alright, so that just proved right there, if I need to slingshot him on the outside for the lead, I can easily do it. Coming to the line. So as long as I'm staying up in the outside right here, I'm saving my tires. I need to get out of the gas a little bit right there. Trying to size this guy up. Trying to make it to the final lap to begin with while sizing him up. Had to get out of the gas. Whew, 7 laps to go. Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, are you seriously kidding me? That was totally your fault. That was totally your fault. Thank you very much for that, dumbass. You just drifted right up into me. I was going a complete straight line. You just cut up right across in front of me. I really hope you lose. I hope the guy that was in third gets the win. Totally was giving you the inside line. I was giving you your entire lane. You just drifted right up into me. God, you stupid moron. Five laps to go. That's quite depressing. Like, I better not get the win. That stupid pink car. Oops. God, that was BS. That guy better not win. That's all I can hope for now at this point is for that guy not to win. Brandon, I think. The number 11. Exactly why I don't like street stocks. Alright, Brandon's back in third. Good. As long as he doesn't get the win, I'm happy with anyone else winning. We could have raced cleanly till the final lap, but you decided to just pull up right into me. I was racing him cleanly, I was giving him the inside, I was giving him plenty of room. I had a run going on the backstretch, he was usually just holding the bottom, but then he decided just out of nowhere just to come right up and just take me out. Come on, Carter, you got this. Guess I'll still get a top 5 out of it. It's not that great out of like a 11 car field, but at least it still goes out down in the books as a top 5. Alright, Brandon didn't go in. Didn't get the win. That's all I can be happy for. Shoot. Yeah, we need to take a look at that replay, but I know for sure I was in the right and he was in the wrong on that one. Out a shadow of a doubt. Alright, let's watch this from the helicopter. Give us the best view. I was getting runs going on the bottom, or going down the backstretch, but he was always holding. Yeah, right here. He goes up, and then just... Freaking moron. The guy that was in third eventually got the win, I think. Carter. Yeah, that guy eventually got the win, the number 1. Let's watch this from his onboard. It'll give us a good view, too. I never go below that dotted line. I'm just holding my line. He just comes right up into me. Freaking moron. Of course, he never said anything. Just left. God. At least he didn't get the win. I mean, I was getting runs going on the backstretch the whole race, and the guy was holding the bottom, and I was holding the top. And he was staying out in front, and that was fine. And I was giving him the bottom. I was giving him plenty of room. And then out of nowhere on that one lap, he just decided just to come up across my bumper and take me out. I mean, and I never went below that dotted line. And he not only went below it, he came right back up across it to take me out. Find official races. Alright. I don't even want to know what my incident rating was at that. Or at least someone's going to be in the dirt race. We'll try that one. I want to do the dirt more than I want to do the Phoenix trucks. I'm better at dirt than I am at Phoenix and the trucks. Dirt street stock. Man, that was annoying. I'm guessing hopefully with a top 5 and that one big hit was mainly my only really incident. Hopefully I still got a couple positive points towards my license. I love how he never apologized. He never said anything. He never said anything in response to my sarcastic thanks. Just, nope. And that was the same guy that kind of aggressively made his way towards the front to begin with on that start. Stream not coming in. Good night, everyone who's heading off to bed. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's showing up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Julian Franco, Fiesta, Logan Crane. How are you guys all doing? Oh. Slam on the brakes to get that initial slide going. Shoot. Shoot. Undercut that corner just a little too closely. Time to qualify. That street stock race was annoying. Shoot. Got a little too sideways in that turn. Come on. Let's see where we qualify. Sorry, I got up to grab my Gatorade that I forgot to actually bring to my desk when I grabbed it. Here we go. Shoot. Almost hit the wall there. That ruined my lap time. We're going to be starting third out of like 4 people. Logan Crane, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Look out there and have fun. Thank you. I will try. Have a good night. And of course, as I thought, this number 2 guy is going to be the only one I'm starting in front of. Hey Ed, are you still watching? Everyone getting out and voting today. I did my part. Hopefully you did yours as well. If you're 18 or older. Okay, this guy in the front is getting really annoying. Go a consistent pace and stop slamming on your brakes and gassing it on the pace lap. It's called a pace lap for a reason, not a gun it and slam on the brakes lap. from what I last saw, there's apparently lots of stuff going on tonight with the election, including that what I last heard from a friend. Apparently, marijuana is close to being legal recreationally in Michigan. That's why I was asking if Ed is still watching, if he knows anything about that. Shoot. I'll let Reese get the inside. He's faster than I am. Let's make sure to get off the gas so I didn't take him out. Marijuana is officially legal recreationally in Michigan. That is pretty breakthrough. Wisconsin is still pretty damn far behind the times. One of like 16 states that don't even have it legal for medicinal purposes yet. But apparently that might change after tonight's election, because last I saw it was 76% to 24% of the state voted in favor of legalizing for medicinal purposes, and that's insanely higher than any numbers that have been in previous elections, so step in the right direction. And finally get it decriminalized to own a goddamn plant. Alright, political rant over. Track down second place. Engaged. As expected, the number 2, Matthew, is depressingly far behind in 4th place for last place. The leader's got a huge gap, and I'm just... 2nd place has a decent track position, but I'm just close enough to where if I get a decent run or two, I could be challenging him. Ed, I actually have a really close friend dating back from elementary school that lives out in Michigan. That it's me and a close friend of mine that still lives out here. It was like the 3 amigos, the 3 Stooges friend group. So about once a year we make a mission to go out to Michigan and visit him. So if that's the case, I just might have to hit you up. He lives in the Ludington/Custer area, kind of on the west coast of the west side of the state, about midway up is about where he lives. Same thing with Pantalica. Apparently he lives in Michigan. And I already said to him if I'm ever in the area, I gotta get a quick hang session in with one of my mods. I don't think I'm going to be able to track down Reese in second place. Unless he makes a major mistake or something, but at least I'm not going to be last. Unless I make a major mistake. For those of you that don't know the story of why marijuana is illegal to begin with, just look up the story of William Randolph Hearst and proceed to get really upset. I guess I'm going back to this talk because I can't catch second place, so just trying to fill the silence with relevant, topical news conversation. I'm gonna lap the last place guy, which I'm honestly not too surprised. The guy was a little swervy in practice. Daniel Swervez. Darn, too bad I didn't know you back in 2013-14. Sounded when I went out to the Detroit area to see Black Sabbath on their final tour before they packed it in. One of my all-time favorite metal bands. I got to see Ozzy and Company live right before they retired, touring, performing one of the greatest albums they had put out in the last 25 years. For those of you that haven't yet, if you are a metal fan and you have not listened to the album 13 by Black Sabbath yet, go do yourself a favor and go listen to that. It is the greatest album written and recorded by 60-year-old musicians that you will ever hear. That's still probably in my top 5 all-time greatest memories, is that concert of that show, Black Sabbath. How bands can put out a album 43 years after their first album they put out, and it's still incredibly amazing, is absolutely astonishing. Looks like 4th place quit out. Honestly, say, can't blame them too much. So do we dare try street stocks again for this next race, or do we go to Lime Rock Park with the Mazda MX-5 Cup Series? Besides, we could still meet up at some point, I'm sure, if I'm over there. Soundhead. Michigan isn't that wide of a state. You're talking to someone that in the last calendar year has gone to western Colorado and back, and then gone to western Montana and back, so going the length of Michigan, or half of Michigan, if we wanted to meet up somewhere in the middle and do something. Wouldn't be too far out of the way. And I also plan on going to Bristol next year, so after those road trips last year to Colorado and then Montana earlier this year, anything under like 400 miles seems like nothing. What venue in Detroit? I don't know off the top of my head, but I could tell you in the Twitter chat of ours after the stream, shortly after I look it up. Right, that was a fairly uneventful race. A little back and forth battle for second at the very beginning, but then the guy in second was obviously faster, so then I let him go by, and it was over from there. Alright, I think we're gonna try street stocks one more time. Man, I'm still surprised there's like even 5 people watching this in the middle of the night with absolutely no warning or notice that the stream was going to happen. I'm just loading up the street stock race at Charlotte. And we're going to jump into the window. I know the screen is still black for anyone watching right now. Embarrassingly, Ted Nugent. I'm not necessarily a fan of his persona per se, but I like Ted Nugent as a musician. Come on. Cat Scratch Fever, Stranglehold. Those are great tracks, man. Stranglehold, which is basically a glorified 10-minute long guitar solo in the form of a song. Come on. As a bassist, you gotta love that bass line. Got a little wah and phaser in there. Get that cool little effect going on. One of these days I'm gonna bore you all with a like 6-hour long bass live stream. I gotta get an audio interface so I can get good quality bass recorded into my computer before I do that. In the meantime, the only method I have isn't the greatest quality. $10 registered for this race. We already got almost more than last time. We still got 10 more minutes to sign up. For those metalheads that aren't aware, speaking of Ted Nugent, Pantera, one of my all-time favorite bands, probably top 3, did a pretty damn cool cover of that song, of Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent. Just realized my screen was behind. The struggle is real. When you go down and click the live button and it skips up like 10 seconds ahead, you're like, no! I was behind. I know the feeling. I'm trying to drive one-handed right now. I know this is really random, but for all 5 of you watching right now, 2 sim racing / racing channels on YouTube that I recently, within the last few months, have stumbled upon that don't have nearly as many subscribers as they should. Oh my god, I can't even... I know the guy's name, but I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna break and look at the YouTuber's name so I can't give an intro like that and then not even remember how to say the guy's name. YouTube. Alright, I think it's Marcel Pfister. The only way I think I know how to pronounce that last name is because in Milwaukee they have, with the same spelling, the Pfister Hotel. So yeah, Marcel Pfister. Look him up on YouTube. MarcelPfister. He does these absolutely incredible sim racing videos where everything... It's kind of hard to explain, but he does VR gameplay. He records the gameplay from the VR headset with his head moving around and everything. And then on top of that, he has a webcam or a GoPro or something recording the setup in front of him, which is nothing but a green screen and his wheel and his hands. He records that footage. He takes that green screen footage, mixes it with the gameplay footage from the VR headset, the Oculus. And since he has the GoPro or webcam mounted on top of the Oculus, he has all the same head movements. So basically, you see his real-life wheel and hands upon Southpaw Racer. You guys heard of him? Yeah, Soundhead. Just look up Marcel Pfister. M-A-R-C-E-L space P-F-I-S-T-E-R. There we go. You will instantly fall in love with his videos. It takes a moment. As a video maker, it's pretty easy to understand how it's done, but before that, it kind of takes a moment to understand how it's done. But yeah, he has both the gameplay footage from the Oculus recorded, as well as, yeah, GoPro mounted on top of the Oculus. That all that's recording is the green screen, his setup, which is nothing but a green screen, and then his wheel and hands. And then, yeah, he overdubs his wheel and hands, uses the green screen, the chroma key, to get rid of the green screen, and puts that over the top of his gameplay footage. And yeah, he calls it mixed reality. And yeah, it's his real-life wheel and hands, but it's over top of the footage of Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 2. He does various sim racing games, and it looks insanely amazing. I mean, if and when I ever get a VR wheel, I might have to copy a few of those videos and give him credit, because I absolutely love, as a video maker, I love how he records those. Yeah, he's got like 20 or 21,000 subs. He deserves to have at least like 50,000. Yeah, if you know the behind-the-scenes of video making, it's kind of easy to understand, but he does a in-depth behind-the-scenes video. He just has a green screen sheet up against a wall, or just set up. He's got a little hole cut out for him to put in his Fanatic wheels. Then he's just got his wheel coming through that hole in the green screen, and then, yeah, he just records his hands in the wheel with the GoPro, and then he has the gameplay footage. He mixes the two. He has his hands and his wheel over the top of the gameplay footage. It's all the same movement, since he has the thing his video recorder mounted on top of the Oculus, and yeah, he calls it mixed reality. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And the dude deserves way more subs, in my opinion. Whoa, that's got the fastest lap time in practice in that last lap. I didn't even realize it. While I'm ranting about other YouTubers, or not ranting, just promoting other YouTubers, I should say. I somehow got the fastest lap time. I think we're gonna get, yeah, it's 2 minutes till the qualifying starts. Whoa. I hate that when the guy in front of you hits the wall and then you follow him and accidentally hit the wall too. This guy's got a little damage to his back left. How'd that happen? How do you hit your back left at a track like this? Unless someone hit you. I like how we all got a nice practice draft going on in the practice session. None of us are being too aggressive right now. Hopefully this is a sign to come for the race. I want to make a channel, or not a channel, a video like that sometime. Like top 3 or top 5 of my favorite sim racing channels you might not have heard of. Something like that. Yeah, Southpaw Racer as well, who does a bunch of awesome, dude's got an amazing sense of humor. He makes me laugh so much in his videos. He does all those, the super serious track guides, as well as the how to ruin a racetrack videos, where he uses a Photoshop or GIMP and just ruins a racetrack. Alright, so before we qualify, I gotta go take another leak really quickly, because apparently my bladder is the size of a walnut. I will be right back. I'm back. Definitely remember watching one of those How to Ruin a Racetrack vids. Very hilarious. If you thought his How to Ruin a Racetrack vids were hilarious, just learn up or look up just any one of his super serious track guides, and I can guarantee you'll be laughing in stitches. Because his How to Ruin a Racetracks are more kind of just a more uncut, extended clip of him just editing a track in GIMP. His super serious track guides are more compressed, more well edited, more scripted, and yeah, they're just absolutely hilarious. Like, I forgot what the track is, but there's this one where it goes under a hotel. And just the jokes he makes about just the gimmicks about that track are... I was almost pissing my pants. Yeah, his super serious track guides are my favorite videos. Some of my favorite videos on YouTube. Not just racing-wise, but period. I thought that's how you exit safely. This is really annoying. After this video, I'm gonna... Or after, not this video, this race, I'm gonna look up what track the one I'm thinking of is that he did a super serious track guide for. Oh my god, yeah. This is one part where he's talking about the hotel that it like goes underneath. Hey, no black flag, look at that. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Like I'm just yelling at like 3 in the morning. Let's hope I can qualify in like the top 5. Only 7th. All right, 5th for the qualifying time. Shout out to screwed sleep schedules indeed. And yeah, another thing about Southpaw Racer, he's from Australia, I believe. He's done a couple walkthroughs of Bathurst, which is really neat. And the thing I never realized about Southpaw Racer until after I was a fan of his for at least a year or so. Apparently he has some sort of disability, air quotes. I don't even want to say that because it doesn't set him back at all. Apparently his mother's doctor majorly fucked up at birth, was way too aggressive trying to get him out. Needed to use forceps. Basically messed up his spinal cord getting him out as an infant, and the dude apparently lost most function of his right arm. Still able to move it a little bit, but this dude sim races with one hand. And it's not a gimmick, it's because he actually has to do that. And he's still fucking damn good at it. Makes me, it's like, what the hell is my issue? I mean, I got 2 hands and I suck at this. How come I can't get my crap together? Yeah, I didn't even know that about him until after I was a fan and sub of his for like a year. And I was amazed. It's incredible. Yeah, Southpaw Racer and Marcel Pfister. Two of my favorite sim racing channels you might not have heard of. Might make a video like that in the future. Getting going in 10 seconds. Hopefully this one ends a little better than the last time. Hopefully no one cuts across us and wrecks us while we're just minding our own business in the outside lane this time. I already got at least 13 racers in this one. And yeah, Southpaw Racer, his sense of humor is amazing. His writing for all his comedy videos are hilarious. I'm one to rarely audibly, like literally laugh out loud, but I've caught myself doing so a few times for his videos, where I will literally burst out into laughter. Oh yeah, shoot, it's after this race. I was gonna look up the one super serious track guide of his that makes me laugh every time. It's some like fancy road course in Europe that passes under a hotel. That's all I know. I had otherwise never heard of it till I saw his video. Alright, come on. Can 6th place spawn in? Or no, 9th place, I mean. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for 9th place to spawn in. Otherwise, we could be going with this race by now. There we go. Here we go. He finally spawned in. Alright. Get situated for this. This is going to be... It's not a long race, but it's going to feel long with all the morons we're going to be racing with. I believe I'm streaming at 3:10 a.m. Not only that, I got a friggin' $20 super chat from the awesomely generous A24 Rocks at this time of night. At a time when I was expecting just for like maybe 3 people to be watching. Get one of my biggest super chats I've had in like the last 6 months. It was a very nice surprise. A24 Rocks, if you're watching this either now or after the fact, thank you again. I know I thanked you a zillion times before, but thank you again. Alright, about to get started with this one. Alright, we got a decent jump on the rest of the field. Shoot, I messed up getting into 4th. That slowed me down. Go high. So like I said, I like being in the inside line. Or the outside line. For these street stock races if I have a choice. I'm going to stay in the inside line just to get as much speed as possible, but if I'm side by side, I want to be in the outside line. As weird as that sounds. Looks like the 5 and number 7 are thinking the same way as I am. Oh, please don't crash. Number 2. Okay, good. Number 2. Austin Powers, anyone? Shit. God darn it. God darn it. Just one little nick into the wall and that might have ruined my race. Shoot. I don't want to blame myself for that. Screw up. My way back up towards the front. There's gonna be a wreck. Yep, there it is. There it is. It's only a matter of time. I can just hope for as good of a finish as possible. It's only a matter of time. Why did I do street stocks when I could have done Lime Rock? Hopefully the leaders wreck each other and I can maybe get a top 5. It's funny how that ends up being all you can hope for in these street stock races. So maybe I can get a top 5, hopefully. Because everyone else just wrecks you out. Shoot. Alright, that was my fault. Every time I run through the grass like that, it's because I'm looking at the chat. Catching up to 7th place. Yeah, I have no one to blame but myself for getting behind so early. So it was me clipping the wall and then getting way slowed down and to the back of the field. And there was a wreck that happened after that I got involved in. Yeah, actually, get this lap car in front of me so I can draft off of him, since he's got the better tires. Unless the leaders wreck each other, I don't think we're going to get a top 5. What the heck is this number 12 doing? If I can catch this number 6 car, I think I'm going to be in the top 5. I'm feeling number 6 and 16 might wreck each other. So I'm just gonna hang back. That was a good run. Come on, wreck each other, you idiots. I just need to get past one of these guys in front of this lapped car to be able to get another position to get the top 5. Darn it. I'm just short. God damn it. Another 6th place finish in a freaking row. Freaking 6th place finish. Bullshit. This is mainly my fault to begin with, so I can't be too upset. Can't be too upset, since I was the one that mainly wrecked to begin with. Myself, that is. Find official races. What should we do? Looks like we're doing dirt again. Doing dirt in 5 minutes. Join practice. Facebook. Alright, put this to window mode. And switch this down to... There we go. Elon the NASCAR fan. Got another late night viewer. How are you doing? Hey, I'm the only one in practice. Hey, we actually have someone else in the session. Whoa. One more minute or so till we get into the qualifying. Trying to decide if this is going to be my last race or if I want to do one more street stock at Charlotte. Whoa. Yay, qualifying starting. Man, I think there's only been like 5 times in the past where I've been streaming this late. Feels very odd. It's very quiet. Dirt street stocks at USA International. And actually, I gotta go run and grab something. I'll be right back. There we go. Sorry, I had to find my phone charger. I couldn't find it right away, but I got it now. There we go. It's plugging directly into my computer. Hey, we got more people than the tree stock race last time. Awesome. And it's cloudy, so the temperatures are going to be a little different. Formula One announced a new track at Vietnam tonight. That's interesting. I'll have to check out the circuit when I'm done with this. Shoot. There's a lot of things that I have to say about the war in Vietnam. That's all I have to say about that. Felt like that was an okay lap. Whoa. Yep, that second, or that first lap's gonna be my qualifying lap, because this one was ruined with me getting out of control in turns 1 and 2. And these turns as well. Yeah, I got second for now. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. I think. Yeah, look up the Super Serious track guide for Yas Marina Circuit. Or just type in Super Serious track guide and then look at Yas Marina Circuit. That one's effing hilarious. And then it'll get you addicted to all the rest of them. Then you'll watch all the rest of the Super Serious track guides. I was just watching the part of the video without sound, but I knew exactly what the audio was, so that's why I was laughing. Oh god, I'm still so congested. It's still 3:30 in the morning. We're still waiting for this race to get underway. Yeah, if you look up the Yas Marina one, just go like right to around the 3:55 or 4-minute mark if you just want to get right to my favorite lap. "17 seconds. Get Wreckfest. We got to check out the MP, which I'm assuming means multiplayer. Haven't got to play it online yet. As long as you don't have to pay extra to play it online, I should be good. But I don't have it yet, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to get it, because funds are limited and bills are upcoming, so I wish I could get it at the moment, but I need to figure shit out before I can figure out if I can get Wreckfest or not. Do we have 5 people in this race? 7. Wow. Two to green. Looks like we got 5 people total racing, including myself. A lot of times it feels weird doing iRacing. I mean, obviously this is 100% focused towards racing seriously. But yet, most of what I do on NR 2003 and a lot of my streams are trying to crash on purpose, so it's very weird. My normal instinct is to be crashed on purpose, but here I obviously have to be racing as cleanly as possible. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Shoot. That's not a good start. Hitting the wall. Shoot, I hit the brakes way too much on that one. Shoot. Got way too sideways. I gotta get second place back. There we go. That's what I did on the first lap that made them pass me. And I took advantage. Damn it. Shoot. Of course. Of course. Well, I'm going to be doing one more race after this because I can't have this be my last result. not the best race for me. Not a good race at all. For those of you wondering, out of the country, SUP, S-U-P, is basically slang for like, how's it going? What's up? Yeah, SUP is just short for what's up, which is slang, or SUP is air quotes slang for like, how's it going? Definitely faster than this guy. Oh yeah, there he goes. I was just not being aggressive at all. I was just waiting to pass him, and lo and behold, he messed up on his own. At least be right in the middle of the pack instead of 4th out of 5th. Maybe 3rd out of 5th. It's better than 2nd to last. Right in the middle is better than 2nd to last. Unless there's only 3 cars in the field. Oh. Looked away from the screen for a second. I think that guy quit out anyway, so unless I quit out too, I'm at least coming in. There's not any worse position I can finish in. If your cars are bouncing around in NR 2003, That might be something with the grip settings that you did. Usually the cars aren't bouncing in NR 2003 unless something got significantly changed with the grip settings in the track file. I think we're gonna do one more Charlotte street stock race after this and then call it a night. See you later, LP. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we got positive points towards our license in that. Last session's results. Plus 0.5. Sweet. No, 0.8. Alright, sweet. Got positive I rating and points towards our license. That's what's most important. WeatherTech. Oh, that's Laguna Seca. One more street stock race at Charlotte. Streamlabs did you dirty. What do you mean? What does that mean? Join practice. All right, there we go. Back into the regular window. YouTube might be getting banned in Europe. May or may not have sent a donation, but Streamlabs. If you sent a donation through Streamlabs, it is probably not their fault. Since this was a very informal stream, I didn't pull up my normal Streamlabs window like I usually do. But let me go check Streamlabs. Because, yeah, I did not set up my Streamlabs window like I do on most streams for this one. Since this was very informal and last second. So I'm going to go log in. If I see any donations in there, I will give the proper shout-outs. Log in with YouTube. That's right, I've got like 4 other channels that I never use anymore. My donations. Holy crap, we got a donation from Ed Soundhead. Thanks for keeping me sane at this hour, he says. Thank you so much for the donation, Ed. I truly appreciate it. You are very generous. And I will make sure next time I have a late night informal stream going on, I set up my Streamlabs window like I usually do, so no generous donations go initially unnoticed. Have my word. Thank you very much. So like I said earlier, this is a random iRacing stream I decided to do in the middle of the night between the one super chat and the one donation I got. It's more than I've gotten for those in the last like probably a year. Just start doing more late night streams. Alright, let's see if I can end this final Street Stocks race we do without horribly crappy luck. Would have done a super chat, which they take a huge cut of. Yeah, I agree. That is kind of lame. I get YouTube needs to make their money, but as far as their cut of the super chats, they could make it a little less than 30%. So yeah, for those of you wondering, if you've ever wanted to donate to a particular channel or support any channel that you're interested in, Streamlabs, I think if they have any fees, it's very minimal. Super chats, if you do a super chat, YouTube takes 30%. So if you do like a $20 super chat, only $14 of that is actually going towards the creator. The other $6 is going into YouTube's pocket. And there's Patreon, which you guys can do, which you can get rewards for. A little bonus stuff in return for supporting. Patreon takes a little fee, but it's not as much as the super chats. And you get rewards aside from a little bright neon chat initially. So yeah, for any of those viewers of you that might be watching in the middle of the night right now, if you've ever been curious as to what the most efficient ways to donate to your favorite YouTube channels are, I believe it's either, yeah, Streamlabs or Patreon. Super chats are good, but yeah, YouTube takes 30%. If you donate $10, it shows up as 7 towards the creator. Oh no! Into the wall. We're going to qualify here shortly. I think we're actually doing that in a sec. It says 59, so which means we're about to get started in like a minute. I think YouTube should say that, like on their super chat button, but of course, way less people would probably actually do that. If they said right when you clicked super chat, warning, 30% of what you're about to give is actually just going right into YouTube's pocket, so think about that. Waiting for the qualifying session to start. Here we go. Da Cool Milkshake, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in this very late live stream. Oh, I got the sniffles. We're going to do one last street stock race, see if we can finish this video off with some good luck. And I don't know about you guys, but I think 4:30 is about a time where I should probably be hitting the hay. Although I did take a nap earlier today, so that's why I feel more awake at this time of the night than I usually do. Matthias. That's a cool name. I didn't think that name existed outside of IndyCar. Yeah, I would understand if YouTube needed to take like 5% or 10%, because obviously they have employees that they need to pay that run the channel, and they have the employees and website coders that initially designed the super chat feature in the first place. So I get all that, but still, 5 or 10% would be fine with the super chats. But yeah, 30% is a little much. So if there is anyone watching that ever in the future is thinking about supporting or just giving a very generous donation to any one of their favorite YouTubers, either Patreon or Streamlabs is the most efficient way to give all of your donation into the actual pocket of the person you're trying to donate to, instead of just YouTube taking a big fee. The more you know. Hold your line. But yes, once again, I truly appreciate it, Soundhead. I apologize, my little Ricky Bobby gift didn't show up in the screen because I was not expecting anyone to be doing any sort of generosity like that this late at night, so I did not have my Streamlabs window pulled up in OBS, but I will from here on out in the future. Shoot. Anytime I run into the wall like that, I'm reading chats. Why do I do this every time? Didn't exit the pit safely. They changed that rule recently because I always used to exit up on right there like I usually do. Now apparently they don't let you do that. I mean, in the race and practice, I obviously get that button qualify. They usually let you just jump right up to the top part of the track. I'm sorry for the sniffles right into the microphone. Need to take a decongestant or something. Some Claritin. The ad revenue, I don't mind them taking a cut of, because that's, they arrange all that. They make the contracts with the advertisers. They do all the technological aspects of it. We just make our videos we want, and then we get paid for it. So I get them taking their fees for the ad revenue. That I have no problem with, but yeah, super chats. Someone donates, hey, awesome videos, I really like your content, here's a little donation. That's where I have a little bit of an issue with them taking as much of a fee as they do. Just the ad revenue alone, YouTube arranges all of that. Obviously, it wouldn't be a thing without YouTube. They do all the technological aspect, they arrange all the contracts with all the advertisers. I need to reach out to Logitech or something at some point. Once I get one of their webcams, to be like, hey, I use your wheels on a daily basis, I use your pedals on a daily basis, I got your webcams, I got 34, 35, whatever, something thousand subscribers that watch my videos on a daily basis. Well, not all of them, but a good fraction of them. Let's say you give me a little check per month, and then I give you a little shout out and plug for like a 30 seconds or so at the beginning of all my videos and live streams. I need to start partnering up. With Logitech, with Sony, with iRacing or something. Seriously, only 6th? I remember I took that YouTube, like the partnership online course, like months and months and months ago, and I completed that right away. But I mean, basically all they told you to do that is like, hey, if you got any companies that might be interested in sponsoring you, just reach out to them and say, hey, I do this and this, I may or may not use your products, I get a certain amount of viewers per month. Let's say we arrange a certain amount, you pay me a month, and then I give you a little plug / advertisement at the start of each one of my videos and live streams. That's what I needed to start getting. I see lots of, at least a lot of the NFL YouTubers always have SeatGeek. Like Urinating Tree, that's good sports, Highlight Heaven. Oh, that's always SeatGeek. Maybe I should reach out to them. Well, they probably advertising with enough YouTubers. They probably don't care about one that's got as little as subs as I do. They're interested in people that have got like 50, 100K or higher. Alright, final race, and then I'm gonna hit the hay after this race. As much as I want to agree with that statement, Soundhead, the NASCAR YouTube community needs to get some sponsors. The regular sponsors of the just NASCAR itself are having enough trouble keeping enough funds to remain primary sponsors of drivers such as Jimmy Johnson, so I am not counting on companies investing in YouTube channels if they can't even invest in the sport itself. From what I heard, apparently Lowe's itself is having financial problems, so it's not necessarily NASCAR's is in trouble. It might just be Lowe's is in trouble and couldn't afford to keep sponsoring a car anymore. I think I need another Cars 3 to come out again so I can do a few more Lightning McQueen or The King Can I Recreate live streams. That was when my YouTube was, my channel, at least as far as views and ad revenue goes, was at its highest peak. It's like right after Cars 3 came out. That's been just steadily downhill ever since that. Dude, are you kidding me? Oh my god. That dude just completely wrecked me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, plenty of footage for the next compilation of me getting wrecked out of iRacing races. Yeah, that one didn't get nearly as many views as I wanted it to get. I think it has like maybe 2,000 views at this point, but me getting wrecked out of iRacing compilation. Here's another clip for that. Dude, I so was staying in the outside line. He just ran right up into me. Watch this. I give him so much room. Jesus Christ. Why the frick would I expect any differently? Why would I expect any differently? Seriously, literally, we did not even take one turn. That was literally before the first turn. And like we did before, let's watch this from a helicopter or chopper view. Yeah. I'm the number 3, he's the number 6. Whose fault is this? Jesus Christ. Why do I even bother? Why do I even fucking bother? Spend nearly $15 a month to have this shit happen, and then I get my I rating turned down because people like this happen. He just drove right into me. Not a single other person in the inside line did that to the car racing on the outside line, but of course it happens to me. Sweet, I can take him out accidentally. That is. Alright, that's my new goal. Give it a rest, dude. I've got fresher tires than you. Now, I'm not going to wreck him intentionally, but if I get near him and I accidentally make a mistake, I guess that'll just be unfortunate. God damn it, I got loose. I'm sorry, Roland, I got loose. Sorry, Roland, I got loose. Coming out of 4. Dude, hold your line. If you don't want a lapped car accidentally wrecking you, don't turn down across their bumper when they're holding their line. Darn it. Every time I look at the chat is when that happens. That might be a few more positions. I don't know, that guy might have been drinking and driving the way he turned into me on that start, but it's a shame I got into him afterwards. But yeah, I got loose coming out of 4. You can see I hit the apron and my wheel started to wiggle. It was definitely not intentional. Just like how Matt Kenseth had brake problems in Martinsville in 2015. I got loose coming out of that turn. All I can do is just hope everyone else wrecks each other so maybe I can get a top 10 or something. I actually want to do the second place guy a favor and help him push him up to the leader. Since I got better tires, I can get a run. I might try to help this guy get up to the leader. push to right as he's going into the turn. I want to help give this guy get a push to the lead. If I can't win, at least I can try to help someone else win in this damn race. That rolling guy wrecked again. Trying to give this guy a big-ass push to the front, but I think it's too little, too late. Just turn down right on me when I'm trying to help you. That's cool too. God, that stupid freaking Roland. Good Racing 3. Was he referring to me? Enjoy your undeserved win, cheater. Who said that? Michael. I want to see what caused him to say that. Ooh. Looks like he gets wrecked. Let's see what happens to this guy. He was upset. Rear chase. Here we go. Trying to draft him, trying to draft him. Yeah, he just wrecked him. He just wrecked him. That's... I get it. He kind of turned him. Without needing to. Here's where I got loose. Yeah, you can see my back end step out there. Yeah, you can see my back end definitely squirrely coming out of the turn 4. Alrighty, everyone. That is it for tonight's stream. I'd say almost 3.5 hours in. I should probably get going to bed. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the generous donations from both A24 Rocks and the one and only Ed Soundhead Productions. Truly appreciate the support, you guys. You guys are very generous. I truly appreciate it. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. Yeah, that's about it. I'll leave your suggestions for future videos down in the comments below. And is there anything else? Anything else? I think that is it. Come on, outro music. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you all later. Bye.